there! Today we're doing a video on green eyes. I got this idea this morning when I was thinking of doing a purple smoky eye. I'm going to show you 3 colors that you can wear if you have green eyes that are going to really enhance and just make your eyes stand out. I'm usually all about you can wear whatever you like. These are just some suggestions that I feel like would really suit you if you want your eyes to stand out. But of course you can wear any shade in the rainbow that you like. So it's not like a rule or something, but whatever, let's get into it. Let's start with the basics. This is the color circle. We have green somewhere around here, and the complementary color for green is red. Basically, if they're complementary colors, they are truly opposites and they make each other stand out. So if you have green eyes, what you want to do is, the perfect color would be red, of course. If you don't want to wear red, maybe it's too much, you can use colors that have red in them. So it's basically whatever that leans more red. I'm going to show you some examples. I have like 5 palettes open in front of me. So the first one would be, of course, red. And I'm going to do a red look a little bit later. And also Burgundy, perfect shade for green eyes. I'm going to do a look with it. And the first color that we're going to talk about is purple, but not any kind of purple. And I have 2 palettes here to demonstrate. So here's a purple palette, and here's another purple palette. But there's a difference between the tones in the purples here. This one, this is the Violet by Juvia's Place. This is a cool toned purple palette. So these purples lean more blue. Basically, purple is made out of blue and red. You want purples that have more red than blue. These have more blue in them. You can see they lean more blue, periwinkle, something like that. While this one, this is the Amethyst Obsessions palette by Huda Beauty. This is discontinued, by the way. This leans more red, with a few exceptions, but like you can see this shade here is kind of a plum shade. This is perfect for green eyes. This purple again leans more red, but I'm going to show you a side by side so you can understand better what I'm saying. I have here the Norvina Volume 5, which is a purple heaven. You can see a lot of purple shades, and I will show you 2 shades in this palette so you can truly see the difference in the tone. Here we have the shade D5, and I'm going to swatch it for you. So here's D5, and we also have the shade, which one was it? C3, I think. There was C3 here. It's hard for me to tell in the pan because they look a little bit different when swatched than they look in the pan. D5 and C3, and you can truly, especially for these 2, you can truly see the difference in the tone. This one leans more red, and it's perfect for green eyes, while this one leans more blue. So you can see this is kind of like a plum shade. I think that's what I'm trying to say. This one, I don't really know how to call it, maybe a grape purple, I'm not sure, but whatever, you can truly see the difference in the tone. We'll be trying to create a look with tones like this that lean more red. This is going to make the green in your eyes stand out. Hope you understood the theory. Okay, let's get into the makeup. Okay, so the first look that I'm going to do is a purple / plum smoky eye. I'm going to apply a little bit of a base first. I did not do my face yet because it's going to be pretty heavy, so I'm scared of that fallout. I don't know why I started with green. I just got this idea that I want to do a purple smoky eye today. So I think my eyes are, I always say that my eyes are blue, but sometimes they look green. Like for example, when I'm wearing this green top, I feel like it brings out the green in my eyes somehow. I think they're kind of teal somehow, something between blue and green. So yeah. I applied a little bit of concealer on my lower lash line, again, to have a little bit of a base there. I always like to have a pencil base for my smoky eyes, so I'm going to use this Urban Decay Glide On pencil in the shade Alkaline. This is Burgundy, so it's not really purple, but I don't have a purple eye pencil. And I'm just going to apply it on my waterline, and I'm also going to bring it up on my lash line. Again, because I want to have a base for my shadows. Like this color alone, you can see, really makes the eye stand out. Not like that, a little blended. I'm going to use a Morphe M149 brush, and I'm going to smudge this. We're going to cover it with eyeshadow anyway, so but I do like a cream base. Also will make the shadows stand out. And this is perfect. Like this shade is perfect for green eyes. And since we discovered the perfect warm toned purple, we're going to go for the D5 shade, and this is going to be kind of like the main shade of this look. I'm going to use a Morphe M507 brush. Tap off the excess, because this palette can be pretty dusty. The pigment though, amazing. I'm just scared that I will get a stain from this, but whatever. I'm just going to place it starting from the outer corner. And as you can see here, I'm making it kind of thicker, and I'm blending it towards my inner corner, but really keeping it close to my lash line. So we want it kind of angled. At least that's how I want it, because I do like this kind of a placement where the shadow lifts my outer corner a little bit. Here I'm just going to blend it upwards a little bit. I'm gonna take the same shade on the little brush that we used earlier, and I will use it on the lower lash line as well. And I'm really going to connect the lower lash line with the upper lid here in my outer corner. That way the shadow kind of creates an extension of the eye. So I'm going to, I took my previous brush and I'm going to make kind of a V shape here by flicking my brush like that. Pick up some more and really intensify this outer corner. Okay, I got carried away and did this eye. For the shimmer, I'm going to pick up the E3 shade in the palette, because the other shimmers kind of look, this obviously leans more blue, we have some silvers, but I feel like this is the perfect choice. This one leans more blue because it's some kind of a lilac shade, so I'm going to pick this one, although it looks a little bit pink. Whatever. So I'm just going to apply that with my finger. It's very metallic, very pigmented. For the inner part, I'm going to need a brush because I can't reach that with my finger because of my nails and my deep set eyes. You can even take your brush that you used to apply the dark outer corner shade and just fade this a little bit if you need to. And next we're going to need a transition shade. I'm going to pick the B4 shade here. This is, it looks pretty neutral in the palette, but it has kind of a plum tone. I'm just going to take that all over my crease. I'm starting from the outer corner. With little left and right motions, I'm going to bring it all the way to my inner portion. And then I can do little circular motions to blend in my crease. I'm going to pick up some more to intensify. And I'll pick up some more and apply it on the lower lash line as well, underneath the other shades. And again, connecting it to the top part. I can even bring it upwards a little bit. Then, since we blended a little bit of that out, I'm going to pick up the D5 shade again. D5. And I'm going to re-intensify this outer corner, because I still want this to be the main shade of the look. And to blend it into the other shade, you can just apply less pressure on the brush and just fade it. I'm going to do my face off camera, and I also think I'm going to apply false lashes because this is such an intense look. So I think false lashes will look great, but I'm going to think about it. I did my face and went for a nude lip, and this is the first look all complete. Does it bring out the green in my eyes? I hope so. I'm going to wipe this off and come back for a second look. And that's it. Okay, I managed to remove the eyeshadow with minimal damage to my face makeup. If we're talking about shades that have red in them, why not just wear red, you know? I truly love red eyeshadow. And by the way, you should check out my red monochromatic look. I like that red smoky liner Really love that look. It doesn't have to be monochrome, you can just do that red smoky liner and without the red lip, and just wear nude instead, like I'm wearing today. I'll pick up my NikkieTutorials and BeautyBay palette because it has this gorgeous true red here. It's going to be pretty simple, like I'm just going to use probably like 2 shades. I'm going to pick up the red, obviously. This is a Real Techniques Essential Crease Brush. I'll tap off the excess. I will stamp that all over my lid. And I'm doing little stamping motions. I'm starting at the base of my lashes and then building my way upwards. And then when I have basically no product left on my brush, I will start blending it into my crease. I won't use a transition shade, I just can't think of any. I mean, you can use like a regular light brown, but I don't want to tone down the intensity of this red. You can even use your hand and just wipe off some of that excess and then start blending. Or you can take a clean brush. I don't have any left, so... For the lower lash line, I'm going to pick a smaller brush. This is a Makeup Addiction Precision Crease Brush. And I will use the same red. And again connecting it to the top part. And you can create any shape that you like. Again, I do like the extended, kind of a cat eye shape. So I'll use my previous brush and just extend a little bit of that shadow. You got a little bit of fallout. I mean, yeah, whatever. My face makeup is pretty messed up already. My waterline showing is a little bit weird, so I'm going to apply a red pencil on my waterline. This is a Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in the shade Full Red. I usually use this on my lips, but it's a universal pencil, so you can safely apply it on the eye area. So, just going to fill that in. I just don't like seeing my skin color there. And I do want to add a tiny bit more intensity, like some depth, because this is dope just by itself. But I want to add a little something in my outer corner, again for that kind of extended eye shape. So I'm just going to take a dark brown. This is the 5 AM from the NikkieTutorials palette. Just going to use it to intensify my outer corner. Just doing circular motions, buffing this into my outer corner. And a little bit on my lower lash line. But again, just in the outer corner. For this look, I think I'm just going to skip false lashes and just apply mascara. I'm going to use this Big by Definition mascara by Sephora Collection. I reviewed it in a last week's video. I'm just going to curl them and apply mascara. And in my inner corner, I'm just going to use my regular highlighter. That's what I did for the previous look. I don't know if I mentioned. So yeah, something like that. I really love this look. So simple, but so effective. Okay, I applied the mascara and this is the second look, all complete. I'm in love with it, seriously. So simple, but I do love how bold it looks. And I think I'm going to do the third look tomorrow, because I don't feel like filming a third look today. See you tomorrow! Okay, it's a different day. The third look that I'm going to do for green eyes, like a color that I feel would be perfect for green eyes, is Burgundy. And I left this one last because I feel like this is the most flattering one. Again, I chose Burgundy for the red in it. So it's kind of like a deep, dark red that leans a little bit purple. And would I be myself without a smoky liner? I don't think so. So we're doing a Burgundy smoky liner. I'm going to apply a little bit of concealer on my lids to cancel out the darkness and also to have a little bit of a base. I'm just going to blend it in with my finger. Oh, I swatched the shade and I had some red on my finger. Love that. So just use another finger. The easiest way to do a smoky liner is by using an eyeshadow shield. So I'm going to use an eyeshadow shield just because I have them, but you can use Scotch tape or whatever you have. Or you can just do whatever and then clean up underneath, but again, that's a little bit messier. And I'm doing the liner before my foundation because I'm going to use the eyeshadow shield and that can really lift up the foundation on this area. so I'm trying to avoid that by doing my eyes first. Okay, so I have an eyeshadow shield here. I just cut mine into half. Why not? I can use the same one for both of my eyes. I messed this one up a little bit. So I'm just going to start a little bit lower than the outer corner of my eye. I'm just going to use Tempera from the Soft Glam palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. So it's just a shadow that's pretty close to my skin tone, so the concealer won't crease. You can use translucent powder. This will add a little bit more coverage, let's say, so it will really cancel out any darkness on my lid. And I was thinking of using the Soft Glam for the liner as well, but like, I don't know, because it has the mulberry shade, which I feel like would be pretty suitable, but I feel like it leans maybe too neutral somehow. I don't know. Should I use it though? I just don't want it to look brown, you know? Okay, let's see. I'm going to need some kind of a transition first. I'm going to take, I think, orange soda. You can take any light neutral brown. This one is pretty warm tone, but whatever. I'm just going to apply it all over my lid and crease. Okay, I did this cycle. I was filming a TikTok, and this look cannot get easier than this. It's literally so simple. I'm going to take Mulberry here in the Soft Glam palette, and I'm just going to tap that in like a liner shape. And you can again make it however you want. I usually like to do kind of like a half liner, so I'm not bringing it all the way to my inner corner, but if you are, you can take a smaller brush and just tap a little bit along your lash line. I'm using a Makeup Addiction smudge brush. You can use whatever brush that's just small and dense, and I like to keep my eyes open and just make it as lifted as I want. I usually like doing a straight line here. Now I need something to blend this with. I'm going to take the berries from Juvia's Place, and I'm taking this shade here on a Morphe M507. You can use a neutral in the Anastasia palette to blend this out, but I really wanted to keep the burgundy tone. I'm kind of placing it above the previous shade. I'm just doing little left and right motions to really blend that. And don't worry if the first shade kind of fades a little bit, we're going to add it back. Right now we just want things to be really well blended. I'm not applying a lot of pressure on the brush. I'm gently doing tiny circles and left and right. Now that we blended, I'm going to go back into Mulberry to re-intensify it. And I'm just doing little stamps above where I first placed it. I'm actually going to bring it a little bit inwards. And I'm just going to fix the blend a little bit. And I think it's a little bit thicker than the other one, but whatever. Okay, let's remove these and let's see what we're left with. Okay, I'm going to quickly do my face off camera. Okay, I finished my face makeup and I also did my lips. We're going to finish up the eyes. I'm not going to do a heavy lower lash line like I usually do, although I want to, but I want at least one of these looks to be more wearable somehow. I'll use this, I think I used it in the first look. This is the Urban Decay Glide on Eye Pencil in the shade Alkaline. I'm just going to use it in the outer corner of my waterline. So lining in there, only in the outer part. And I'm going to take the shade Mulberry on a small angle brush. This one is from Essence. And I'm just going to apply it underneath where I applied the pencil. I will try to connect it to the liner and just bring it down on my lower lash line, but just in the outer corner. And of course you can always switch up these looks to your own style. If this is too much, I don't know, make the liner thinner or skip the lower lash line altogether, I don't know. And I use the Morphe M507 to kind of blend this just a tiny bit. What I also want to do is add a little bit of an inner corner wing, so I'm going to take the same shadow on the pointy side of the brush, this one. Just use that point to do a little extension here. Little tiny extension. And yeah, that's all. I'm just going to add mascara and I'll see if I want to add false lashes as well. I applied that new Sephora Collection mascara that I reviewed last week, but I also applied outer corner lashes because I really like how they accentuate kind of the extension that my liner is also doing. Oh, the way I love this look. Hope you enjoyed it and hope you found this video useful. I think the next eye color that I'm going to do is going to be blue, so because I have blue eyes, so why not? But yeah, hope you like this mini series that I'm just starting, and also comment below which look was your favorite. I think for me it's this one. I don't know, it might be just because it's fresh and I can see it and I like it. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye.